Hey everyone, I hope everything is going good at your side. I'm here with the types and kinds of preposition at one place. So, without further ado, let's get started. It shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and another word in a sentence. Prepositions usually come before a noun and give information about time, place, or direction. It tells us about the position of noun or object simply. For example, in, on, under, between, after, at, of, by, near, out, beside, around, beneath, etc. Let's have a look on the examples in the form of sentences. She lives in city. Here this word in is used as a preposition and it is the source of relationship between the pronoun she and city. They traveled by bus. The keys are on the table. Now the relationship of the keys and table is shown with the help of the preposition on. That road leads to the park. Now to is a preposition here and it is used to show the connection between the road and the park. He arrived at the airport. The cover of the book is blue. Of his preposition, I'm talking to her, and to is preposition here, etc. Now there are different types of preposition. The first one is simple preposition. Number 2 is double preposition. Number 3, compound preposition. Number 4 is participle preposition. Number 5 is phrase preposition. Then further we have 3 different kinds of preposition. Number 1 is preposition of time. Number 2 is preposition of place, and number 3 is preposition of direction. The very first type of preposition is simple preposition. These prepositions are constructed by only one word like on, at, about, with, after, for, in, by, etc. For example, he found the book about dogs. About is a single simple preposition here. They were working with their mates. With this preposition, we must wait for our turn. For is used as a simple preposition here. Then next I have double prepositions. These prepositions are formed by combining two words or two simple prepositions like in, to. Two simple prepositions are joined together to make a double preposition. Onto, within, upon, throughout, etc. For example, he jumped into the river. Into is a double preposition used here. They were talking throughout the class. Complete your work within 10 minutes. The next type is compound prepositions. These prepositions consist of two or more than two words like in front of, from across, away from, next to, in the middle, etc. For example, she is standing in front of the mirror. He sits next to him. They interrupted in the middle of the session. In all these examples, compound prepositions are used. The next type is participle prepositions. These prepositions end in ing, ed, or en. For example, regarding, concerning, during, considering, including, given, etc. For example, she shouted during the lecture. We had a discussion regarding my books. I was happy given the fact that I got good marks. Now, in all these sentences, during, regarding, and given are used as participle prepositions. Then the last type of preposition is phrase prepositions. The phrases consisting of a preposition plus modifier, that is optional, plus object are known as phrase prepositions. For example, at home, in time, under the cover, behind the scene. They are also known as prepositional phrases. For example, they are at home. They reach office in time. The story was different behind the scene. In all these examples, in time, at home, and behind the scene, they are considered as phrase prepositions. Why? Because these prepositions are used in the start of the phrases. There are different three kinds of prepositions. The very first one is preposition of time. It is used to represent time like day, AM, PM, morning, months, etc. And examples of preposition of time are in, on, at. Now I'll explain the usage of these prepositions. The first of all, in is used for months, years, decades, centuries and long period of time. For example, they met him in 1991. Now in is used here for year. We went to Japan in December. Now in is used for the whole month. There are almost 30 and 31 days in a month, and in is used because it's a period of time. I study in the afternoon. We are living in the 21st century. He will be at higher post in the future. Now in is used for different years, decades and centuries and long period of time. Then on is used for days and dates. For example, her birthday is on Sunday. On is used for one single day here, that is Sunday. They are invited on my birthday. On is again used on for one single day. We enjoyed on the last day. I met my friend on the 10th of the last month. Now, on is used for only one single day or one date. The next is at. It is used for precise time. For example, she woke up at 10 p.m. He reads stories at bedtime. They reached here at 10 o'clock. We appreciated her at the end of the ceremony. At is used for certain time. Then next I have prepositions of place. It is used to represent different places. For example, in, on, at, under, inside, onto, behind, opposite, by, before, after, across, below, against, among, around, in front of, next to, between, above, inside, over, atop, beneath, front, etc. There are different prepositions that can be used for the representation of the places. Let's have a look on the examples. The cat is under the table. Now under is used here to show the position of the cat. The book is on the shelf. Again, to show the position of the book, on is used. The keys are beside the door. Beside here is a preposition of place. The painting is above the fireplace. The shoes are below the shoe rack. The remote control is between the cushions. Now you must observe this thing, that all the prepositions that are used in these examples, they are directly representing the particular place where the things are there. The dog is in the backyard. The lamp is next to the bed. The vase is in front of the window. The backpack is behind the chair. Now there are different prepositions that can be considered as preposition of place, preposition of time and preposition of direction, but the usage is different in different kinds. Then next I have prepositions of direction. It is used to represent different directions. For example, into, across, along, up, down, towards, around, above, onto, under, behind, next, etc. For example, she walked into the room. Now here into is used as preposition of direction because it is showing the direction, in which direction she walked. The car drove through the tunnel. Now again the direction of the car is represented here. They swam across the river. He climbed up the stairs. Now it shows the direction, that he climbed towards the direction of upwards. I walked along the street. The ball rolled down the hill. Direction is towards downwards. She ran towards the finish line. He walked around the path. Now it is the direction, around is used here for direction. The cat jumped onto the table. Now the difference between this particularly preposition of direction and preposition of place is this, that when the word into is used as preposition of place, it will show the actual place where the certain thing is present. And if we talk about into as preposition of direction, so it is used to show the direction of the particular subject. So this was all about the kinds of prepositions. Just go for the practice, and I'll be there with my next video that will be of usage of different prepositions. Until then, take care. Bye bye.